Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside Pitch Advanced and the 1984 Community Replay Project. Thought I would roll a half inning in the project using Inside Pitch Advanced since it's a newer game. So just wanted to show you kind of how I roll it and what's working for me is we're in the bottom of the, let's see the scoreboard here. We're in the bottom of the fourth, and you can see Texas at Oakland, and Texas has a 4-0 lead. And the way I set it up is I have my pitcher's card with the defense behind him. So we've got the Texas pitcher, Danny Darwin, and here's the Oakland lineup. And when I finish rolling on this matchup, I will flip Joe Morgan over here into the discard pile. So I just keep the pitcher here and then go through the batters. And then whenever the half inning is up, I'll move the pitchers up here. And so now I'll have Tim Conroy with Oakland's defense behind him. And here's the matchup of Tim Conroy versus the Texas batters. So we're in the bottom of the fourth. So I'm going to try to roll a half inning. I've got inside pitch advanced down pretty well, but can always run into some snags, especially when I'm recording as well. So we'll see what happens here. But this is just a regular season game in the 1984 community replay, and neither of these teams are really going anywhere in this replay. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of show off inside pitch advanced just a little bit. So the way I roll is you can see 2, 4, 6, 7 dice at once. And I look off of the red and white D8s for the pitcher's card, and then the green and off-white D8s for the hitter's cards. If a fielder or something like that is needed, I use the blue D8. If a D20 check is needed for either a walk, a strikeout, a home run check, one of those things, I will use the white. What the red die is, what the red D20 is, I use that for the next at-bat. So if someone, it's the strategy roll for the next at-bat. So let me just kind of demo it here. Just rolling a little bit in the 1984 Community Replay Project, showing how I do it. So we've got Danny Darwin, and there's the Texas defense behind him. Hello, Dino Man, 8899. Good to see you. Here is Danny Darwin's card. Here is Joe Morgan's card. So let's give it a roll. And remember, we're looking at the red and white D8. So we've got an 8-3. 8-3 on Joe Morgan's card, or on Danny Darwin's card, is a blank. So now we move over to the white, the green and off-white. So 5-6 on Joe Morgan's card. 5-6 is against, you can see it's a split. Against a lefty, it's going to be a double to right. Against a righty, it's going to be a fly out to right. And you can see Danny Darwin is a righty. So 5-6 is a fly out to right. So just enter that in here in Digital Diamond. Elf 9. And as I knock my light over, flip it over, and now we're on to Dave Kingman with 1 out. So if the base runner had reached, I would use that red D20 as a strategy for this situation, but the base runner didn't reach, or the hitter didn't reach, so I'm just going to re-roll. So we got the 6-1 on the pitcher's card. 6-1 is a range play at the park, so we're going to use the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland Alameda County Coliseum card, and we use the white and the off-white D8, so 5-4. The green and off-white, so 5-4 on Oakland is, you're going to see that's a star line 4. And that goes to the pitcher's star line 4, and you can see that is an F7. So a fly out to left. And we got 2 away. So flip Dave Kingman. Not cheering for anything crazy, but also wouldn't mind showing the defense up there. But let's see what we get. We got a 4-3 on the pitcher's card. So for Danny Darwin, 4-3. It's a split chance. Walk chance against the lefty. Strikeout chance against the righty. Carney Lansford is the hitter. So 4-3, that is going to be a strikeout chance. And you can see the pitcher, Danny Darwin, is a righty. And Lansford's K's against righty, he strikes out 1-6. The ballpark subtracts 1 from that. So he's going to be a strikeout on a 1-5 on the white D20. And you can see that's a 4. So that's going to be a strikeout for Lansford. So flip the card, move the pitcher. So now we have Tim Conroy versus Wayne Tolleson. And there's the Oakland defense if it happens to be needed. So you can see we've now moved on to the top of the 5th. I'm going to call it there, half inning. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good evening. Bye.